Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to service the headlights on this 2005 Nissan Maxima. Pretty much the same as any 04 to 08. This does have the xenon headlights, so some may be a little different if you just have the regular halogen style headlights. You do have to remove the front bumper cover to do this, but don't fret. It's actually not that difficult of a thing to do. It is just a little time consuming. Tools you'll need are a flat blade screwdriver, pliers, Phillips screwdriver, a 10mm socket with a ratchet and extension, and a flashlight's going to help you because you're going to have to kind of look back into things and find some of the bolts and stuff.
Okay, start with your hood open and remove two clips. One here, use a flat blade screwdriver, pry up on the center. Okay. Then pull the clip up and out. Okay, now this is free. Okay, same thing over here on this side. Pry up on the center.
Okay, up underneath in front of the wheels are two Phillips screws. You'll want to remove those.
And now you kind of pull this out and pull your inner fender out like that. Okay. You can pull this back. You can see the back of your side light. Okay. A little hard to film, but there's the connection right here. There's a tab on the outside. Pull that tab and disconnect it. Okay, now up inside there's a 10mm bolt that you want to remove. Okay, and also if you reach your hand a little further up in, you'll feel another one of those bolts. Okay, generally I found the best tool is a socket with an extension and a ratchet. Up in there.
Okay, just going to fast forward through removing those two bolts, and obviously, again, I'm doing this on the passenger side. You want to repeat the same procedure on the other side.
Is a series of the pins like on top, and there are 6 right across here. Okay, looks like this vehicle's been apart. It looks like it only has 2 of the original ones. One's missing there, and then it's got kind of a different style over here. The other option is you can take this apart up here, which has the same thing, series of pins. You can see on this vehicle, it's actually got a bolt here and no pins here, and it looks like they may have actually super glued this together.
And I'll fast forward here again as I'm pulling the clips out, just like on top. You pry the center out and then pull the clip down. On the bottom, they're a little more difficult usually because sand and dirt has gotten in, and it makes the clip difficult to get apart. So you'll probably need a screwdriver as well as a pair of needle nose pliers.
Okay, once you've got those fasteners off, pull firmly on each side, out, and firm. Okay, grab it by the sides here.
Pull forward and the whole fascia comes off.
There are 5 bolts to remove. One here, here, okay, right up under, right there. Okay, another one here, and one on the side right here.
Fast forward here as I use a 10mm socket with a ratchet and extension to remove those 5 bolts.
Okay, now pull the light forward, okay, up and out.
And now there is a connector which I'm grabbing onto. It has a tab. Press down firmly on the tab and then pull out to disconnect it.
Pull out. Is here on the bench to change any bulbs. Your main headlight bulb is here. Okay, turn this counterclockwise and pull out. Okay, there's 2 locks, one here, press in towards the center of the light. Okay, this one, same thing. Okay, and then your bulb comes out. Okay. Now, when you're putting a new bulb in, you want to be very careful not to touch the glass at all. I'm going to remove this one and put it back in so you can see that my original light is in fine shape. You want to press down, turn counterclockwise, okay, and then pull out. Okay. All right, and then you want to put it back in the same way. Push down, then clockwise to lock. Here, click. Okay, put it in just like that. Take your locks. Okay, push them in towards the center, back in and latch them. Okay, and then take this assembly, just make sure it's got one larger tab which goes on the side here. Okay, locks into place. This is the turn signal indicator up here. Just turn counterclockwise, pull it out, push down on this bulb and pull it out and reinstall same way. In and clockwise to lock. This is your fog light bulb here. Okay, counterclockwise, this pulls out. Your bulb is down in here. There's a little latch here. Push it in, out. Okay, the bulb comes out. Okay, take this out of the cap here. Okay, and carefully grab as high up on here as you can, shake it back and forth, and disconnect. Replace that bulb, reconnect it. Okay, put your connector back in here, latch it into place. This bulb has a round cutout and a square cutout that correspond in here. So you just need to make sure you put it, the round cutout goes on the bottom. Keep the latch out of the way. Okay, so put it in. I usually hold it with the other finger, but then bring the latch down. Okay. And then it's locked. This just goes back on, clockwise to lock. Okay, so that's how you service the bulbs. New lights from 1A Auto. Okay, this vehicle has pretty low mileage, so there's not a lot of difference, but you can see it is much more clear. And the new light from 1A Auto, it's got the same connector. Everything's the same. I am going to just reinstall my original one since it's in good shape. But if you have a broken light or your lenses are cloudy and fogged up or faded, new lights from 1A Auto are going to take care of your problem, and they're going to install just like your original. There's a reverse of the procedure. Get it close. Okay, reconnect your harness. Make sure it goes in and clicks. Okay, put the light into place. And then it slides back in.
Okay, now would be the best time to test the light before you get it all back together. Make sure it works okay. And here I'm just fast forwarding as I put in those bolts by hand first. Keep the fast forward going here as I tighten up those bolts, and I tighten them until they're kind of seated first, and then I go around and tighten them up afterwards. That way the light just kind of gets set into place. So basically tighten them up firm or till they're seated, and then go around and tighten them up firm after.
Bring the fascia in.
Okay, you put the fascia on, and then you put your two pins in the top. And just a note here, you can see that the grill is not there. I did do another video for replacing the grill, so you don't need to remove the grill. Don't feel you need to do that. It's just how I shot this basically. So if you take your fascia off, you can put it right back on, grill intact and everything.
push it in. Go underneath, make sure that goes up and over. Same thing on this side and over.
Okay, I'm just going to speed it up as I put those clips in the bottom of that panel.
Load the bolts in here, and then what you can do is kind of pull out on your fender. You can put the bolt up through first, then push it in and start it into the fender. Once you have that one started, then start this one. Same thing, you kind of look it up through, get it in, start it in the fender. Okay. Start up in, it starts getting tight, kind of push in on your fender a little bit, make it nice and flush. Thing with this one.
Okay, here I'm just reaching in, grabbing the harness for that cornering light and plugging it back in.
Okay, now just push your fender back up and in.
And now reinstall the two Phillips screws underneath. Obviously, repeat the procedures for the other side, and you should be all set. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.